Namaste, welcome listeners to the fourth episode of the sixth chapter, Dhyana Yoga, also known as Atma Samyama Yoga. So far we have covered 30 slokas of this chapter. In the present episode, we'll start with the 31st sloka. In this sloka, the relationship between yogi and Paramatman is further elucidated. Yoga, as you know, is communion with God. I have been repeatedly saying that yoga means to connect. Yoga is communion with God. Yoga is a science. It is applied psychology. Not only is it the means to achieve the purpose of life, but it enables one to do anything one does, even in the world, with great energy and with great benefit to other people. So, in Bhagavad Gita, every chapter is called as yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, vibhuti yoga, Daivasra Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, like that 18 names are given. This is how we have to connect ourselves with God, union with God. So, this sixth chapter plays a very pivotal role in connecting with the God. So, the relationship between yoga and Paramatma. Sarva bhuta sthitam yomam भजन्त्येकत्वमास्थितः सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते. सर्वभूतस्थितं means abiding in all beings. Yaha who bhajati mam, worships me. Ekatvamasthitaha, established in unity. Vartamanopi, in any mode of living. Sarvataha, in every way. Saha, that yogi mayi vartate, he abides in me. Means, he who established in oneness worships me, dwelling in all beings. Such yogi lives in me, whether maybe whatever may be his mode of living. So, this is an extension to the 30th sloka. The knower of the Brahman is conscious that Brahman alone is putting on the appearance of many in the universe. That's why we say, unity in diversity, we call it, for the country like India, we say unity in diversity. But the diversely appearing different objects, different creations in the world are having a unity behind. Unseen, invisible force is acting on all these seen things. So, the external behavior of a yogi may indicate that he is attending to his obligatory duties or taking rest. But subjectively, he is fixed in Brahman. This stage is called Sahajanishta. So, a yogi should attain the Sahajanishta stage. Whatever activity he may be performing, but his mind is always linked to the Paramatman. In the merit of such enlightened yogi is elucidated in 32nd sloka. Atmopamyena sarvata samam pasyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. Sayogi paramo mataha. Sa yogi, which yogi? Atmaupamyena samam, who judges by the same standard as he applies to himself. Sukham va yadiva dukkham, pleasure or pain everywhere. He judges pleasure or pain everywhere by the same standard as he applies to himself. So that yogi, O Arjuna, is regarded as the supreme. Sa yogi paramo mataha. That is my opinion, he says. That yogi, O Arjuna, is regarded as the supreme who judges pleasure or pain everywhere by the same standard as he applies to himself. So, if somebody is in difficulty, somebody is in some trouble, he feels that he should help him, that compassion comes to him for a yogi. Now, a doubt arises in the mind of Arjuna in the 33rd sloka. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham napasyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Yaha ayam yogaha tvaya proktam. Ayam yogaha tvaya proktam. This yoga taught by you, tvaya, by you, proktam, taught by you, O Madhusudana. Etasya aham na pasyami. I do not see. I am unable to realize that unity, that oneness which you are saying to become a yogi, I am unable to get it. I do not see because chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram, restlessness mind, chanchala, my mind is always turbulent, restless. So that sthitim sthiram, steadiness is not there, so I am unable to realize that calmness and connecting with the inner self. So, this yoga of equanimity taught by you, I do not see any stability for it because of restlessness tendency of my mind. It is chanchalam, fickle-minded. In a nutshell, Arjuna says, the wavy motion of the mind cannot be made waveless. Always, when I sit for meditation, it's always many thoughts crop up. Always I undergo these sankalpas. You insist me that I should come out of this cropping up of thoughts, this sankalpa formation. But because of this unsteady mind, I am not able to achieve that steadiness. Further he says, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramadi balavadrudham tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. It's a beautiful question Arjuna raises. This question of Arjuna is our question only, because the same problem we are confronting when we sit for the meditation. So for our understanding, on our behalf, Arjuna is putting this question to Lord Krishna. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramadi balavadrudam tasya aham nigraham manye. Aham means I, nigraham control, manye, I think, the act of controlling, the thought of controlling is like vayoriva sudushkaram, very difficult, like controlling the wind. So he says chanchalam because it is always chanchalam, restless. And pramadi balavadrudam, pramadi means turbulent, and balavadrudam, it is strong and unyielding. When I want to suppress the thoughts, more ideas, more desires crop up. So it's very difficult, like holding a wind in the fist. So, O Krishna, the mind is restless, turbulent, strong, and unyielding. I opine that it is as difficult to control it as the wind. So mind is stated as restless due to its constant shifting, its interest from object to object. All the characteristics of the mind are contained in this question raised by Arjuna. Now, let us see how Bhagavan, Sri Krishna Bhagavan, responds to this question. The way of subduing the mind is explained now in the 35th sloka. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Asamsayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Gruhyate. Two beautiful words, two primary requirements that's mentioned in this sloka, Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Gruhyate. He addresses Arjuna as Mahabaho, O mighty armed Arjuna, Asamsayam, undoubtedly. Manodurnigraham chalam. The mind is difficult to control and it is always fickle, restless. Abhyasena tu, by practice, O Kaunteya, and also Vairagyena, by dispassion, Gruhyate. Gruhyate means restrained. It can be restrained by using these two methods. One, by continuous practice, and the second one is by dispassion. So, Upaya, this is what is called, Sri Bhagavan is giving the Upayam or idea how to control the mind. Because Arjuna questioned about the turbulence of the mind, how to control the fickle mind. So, O mighty armed Arjuna, sure, the mind is restless and difficult to control, but by practice and non-attachment, it can be controlled. To wean the mind from its digradated ways and direct it on the ideal is what is called yoga. So, it comes out of practice. Even in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it said, Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. Yoga means Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. So, non-attachment is an auxiliary or a supporting component to the practice of meditation. If you attach yourself, when you sit in meditation, those thoughts, they're like waves, they crop up. So detach yourself, dispassion. So, and to whom yoga is possible and to whom it's not possible, this is clarified by Lord Krishna. So we have to check ourselves whether we are fitting into possible group or impossible group. if you place yourself into impossible group, how to convert into possible group. So, asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vasyatmana tu yatata sekyo vaptumupayataha. There are 4 items in this. Sekyaha, ava, aptum, upayataha. Asamyatatmana means by a man of uncontrolled mind. Yoga, dushprapa, hard to attain, difficult to attain. Dushprapa, it is very difficult to attain. Iti me matihi, this is my opinion. Mati means opinion. Iti me matihi, me mine. This is my opinion. Vasyatmana tu, by the self-controlled one. Yatata, by the striving one. Sekyaha, possible one. Avaptam, to obtain. Upayataha, by proper means. So, yoga is hard to be attained by one who has no control of the mind. So, Bhagavad Gita is nothing but science of mind management and how to go about it, how to control the mind, what is the nature of the mind and how to calm it down. A clear-cut procedure is given. If you read Bhagavad Gita, especially the 6th chapter, and understand, absorb those ideas and put it into practice, you can become yogi. Slowly a transformation will come. So somebody says, one expert said, Bhagavad Gita informs, reforms and transforms in order to perform. Inform, reform, transform and perform. Perform your duties, perform your actions with a yogi mind, connected to the inner self, inner divinity. So, yoga is hard to be attained by one who has no control of the mind. So, you have to control the mind, he says. If you employ proper methods, you will achieve complete control over the mind. In the previous sloka, he has given this abhyasa and vairagya. And so, after listening all this, Arjuna has another question to pose to Lord Krishna. Arjuna uvacha, 37th sloka. Ayatihi sraddhayopeto yoga manasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim Krishna gacchati. O Krishna, ayatihi, unable to struggle, sraddhayopeto, he or she has great shraddha, but yoga manasaha, but the mind has wandered away, unable to control it. Aprapya yoga samsiddhim, as a result, not achieving the final goal of yoga. For such a person, kam gatim gacchati. What happens to that person? What end does he meet? Kam gatim gacchati. What happens to that person? The sadhaka is of immense faith that yoga leads to perfection, but he has not got that firmness of mind. He has not attained the goal of yoga. What will be his later state? This Arjuna asks Lord Krishna. And he also says, Kachinno bhaya vibhrashtaha chinna bramivanashyati apratishto mahabaho vimudho brahmana pathi. Kachit, is it that? Kachinno bhaya vibhrashtaha, one who has lost both worldly life and spiritual life. Kachin, ubhaya vibhrashtaha, ubhaya, that we have to split that. Kachin, ubhaya vibhrashtaha, ubhaya. Ubhaya means worldly life and spiritual life. He has lost. Brashtaha. Chinna bramivanashtati. Is he destroyed just like this scattered cloud? Abram means cloud. Abramivanashtati, like a scattered cloud. Apratishto, supportless. Vimudho brahmana pathi, become deluded in the path of Brahman. So he is unable to control the mind. Now, is he destroyed just like this scattered cloud? What happens to him? What will happen to such a person who has failed to pursue the yoga path up to the end? His or her mind has fallen down from the path of yoga, but shraddha is there, that faith is there, but the failure is in the implementation process. You fail to implement it in this birth, in this life. What happens to such a person? Fallen from both, does he not perish like a scattered cloud, deluded in the path of Brahman? That is the question from Arjuna. And he also says in the 39th verse, Etanme samsayam Krishna chetumarhasya seshataha tvadanyaha samsayasya asya cheta nahyupapadyate. O Krishna, This doubt of mine, you should completely dispel. You should clarify this doubt. Because it is not possible for anyone other than you to remove this doubt. Etanme samsayam, O Krishna, chetumarhasya seshatha, capable of destroying this doubt completely, aseshatha, tvadanyaha, or any other person, samsayasya cheta na hyupapadyate, na upapadyate. Nobody is fit to clarify this doubt. So, Lord Krishna, please tell me what would be the state of such a person. So, Bhagavan gives the reply in the 40th verse. We will take up the Bhagavan's reply in the next episode. So, Bhagavad Gita is is a great book embedded in Mahabharatam to give guidance to the humanity to lead a peaceful, purposeful life. Kindly listen to these videos and also offer your comments, share with your friends, like-minded people, so that this knowledge is intact and will be greatly benefited. There will be total transformation in the conduct of our daily routine, and we get inner happiness, tranquility, and sukham achantam sukhamasnute. We have seen, a very infinite bliss you will get connected. It may not happen suddenly, but gradually, when you absorb these ideas and put it into practice, you will gain the ultimate objective of realizing the inner self. With this, we conclude today's episode. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om.